Let me tap. All right, chat. I'm getting buys here. Gone buys off of that candle just now. As you got the bottom wick. Gone buys, I think it was, what was it? 299.85. So gone buys there. TP is going to be up here at 21.09. Stop loss is going to be below, I believe, the 1 hour lows here. So that was the buy that we got into, okay? 99.85. This is our entry right here. All right. So got a 1 hour closure above the range. Wait for a little bottom wick. Got entries there as you came down for a bottom wick, anticipating that you will flip. Once you flip bullish, you can go risk free. I'm pretty sure. I think that's like at least like 12, 15 pips there. If you were to flip, and then you have runners up towards 21.09. All right. Minor levels at 21.04. So at that point, you're going to be closing partials likely. But break even minimum is going to be up here. So let me go ahead and put this up so you guys don't get confused. This would be the B point. All right. B point would be right around here. 21.01. 21.01 is going to be around, right around there. 17 pips, 18 pips, something like that. All right, chat. So we got what we wanted. Stops are below here though. Stops aren't bad. Because you can't really use anything else. Like the next level of stops you can use is down here, but I don't think there's any point. I think if you break below here, you're gone anyways, right? So my stops are gonna be 20.89.682, and my TP is gonna be 2100. Let me put that over there actually. So TP is gonna be 21.09. Stop loss is gonna be 20.89.682. All right, that's the trade main. Because I'm catching a falling knife. Really? Off a bottom wick? I think it's like, I'm pretty sure if you had a top wick first, I mean, if we had a top wick first, I'll tend to break at highs, right? But there's no top wick here. There's nothing to be afraid of. I think even if price were to drive down here, unless there's news or something, you'll see a top wick before driving down like this anyways. And by the time you come up towards there, you're risk free, like I said, right? You're looking to close partials and manage your positions, but I'm pretty sure if price were to even drive down here, you need to see a top wick at some point. And if we have no top wick on the 30, and our entry is below the 30, you're expecting the top wick, and then by the time you create the top wick, you're risk free and you're out of trade. But yeah, we attempted a wick entry there, right? As you came down and closed above. Nothing that we weren't aware of, or we weren't, or everything that we can anticipate in that case, right? All right, man. What if it is a pullback? Then it could be a pullback, right? But I would say that even if you were to pull back here, I'm pretty sure you see a top wick at some point. If you were to rip down, like, because your next clean traffic level is your next support is at 2087. So if you drive down towards 87, you need to see the break of the highs before driving down towards 87. So you'd be out anyways. But yeah, man, no pineapples. Chat. You shouldn't be looking to grab pineapples every trade, you know? Like, if pineapples are only there of like structure prints, but like ideally you don't want to be in pineapples, especially in this case. Nothing has happened yet. You're within the first 3 minutes of a candle. Price created a bottom wick, it hasn't flipped yet, right? So there's not much you can really do in terms of stacking. No, there's no need to stack here. It's the same entry. We need a pump it up song. We do. Let's see. Once you flip, we can play the pump it up song. Because if you break the highs, chat, you can get some runners here. But the question becomes like from 2100 to 2101. That's gonna be a tough part. I'll say anything here is fine, but this box right here is gonna be a little tough. So can the flip give us the break at highs? Right. That's what you want to see. Let's see, the flip gives you exact 12 pips. You're risk free. Are you gonna move stop loss? No, I think that's it. Because like we can't really move it. Like if you move it, where are you gonna move it to? Like below this range, right? I think this is fine. Like if you break this low, there's no need to have a stop bigger than this because you can easily just come all the way down towards here, right? And you don't want to have a stop that massive. If you understand that price, if your price breaks is low, it's gone down towards here. There's no need to have a stop that massive in this case. And this is a pretty tight stop too. Like compared to what we usually have, this is a pretty tight stop. But it's based off the structure we have here, but that's being printed. Let's see what happens here. Can you flip? You ever add position runners? Not. It's been a minute. No, usually don't. Unless I'm swinging and then I'm taking another scalp position, right? Then I would, but usually no. I just have one position running. There's ways where you can though, like the same way as you take pineapples, the same ways you can take positions in profits, but it's gonna require like, you know, some more closures. Like for instance, like if you close above, like if you flip here on a 1 hour candle like this, or if you flip like that, and then you close above like 2104, and then you get another bottom wick here, you can probably take another entry up here later on, right? If that were to flip and drive. But yeah, there's definitely ways to do so. Oh, did it send in the single room? Yeah, I did. Can you flip here? If you're at the break-even area, if you don't like the trade, again, feel free to manage risk however you want to manage risk, right? But if you don't understand trade, if you don't like it, this is your time. But obviously, I'm still in for a reason, and I'll get out whenever I tell you guys I'll get out, right? But we have things that we're gonna do here to manage risk. So in terms of being in profit, again, the flip is break even. In terms of if this thing were to not drive up and come all the way down, we can look for ways to manage risk below like 29.5 if it ends up closing below there. But until then, not much you can really do yet. You're still expecting this kind of flip bullish and drive up above the range. Wick entry would have been nice. What was the wick entry here? Like 17 pips? Yeah, it wouldn't have been bad. Yeah, wick entry would have given me like, I think 17. But obviously would have given me a better entry, right? But I think we based our wick entry based today off of the most recent support, right? So our entry was supposed to be like 2100.4. We got a little better entry by like a couple pips, but I don't think it matters. I think the same principle still applies here for the top wick area. What was the stop? The previous 1 hour candle low. So for us, it's going to be 2089.68 off of the most recent previous 1 hour low. What's your TP? TP is going to be 2110. That's TP. So TP is a little higher, like right around here. But there's like, I think 2103. There's the flip at 2101. That's going to be a level we can manage risk at. And then 2103. So there's minor levels up, but the overall like hard TP is 2100 in case it just flips and drives, right? Can you make a shout out? What up, Quantum? What up, man? You're breaking a lows here, so you might see a steeper bottom wick, right? You may see a steeper bottom wick. Let's see I think the next level for a bottom wick, if this were to break, is going to be 29.6. So that's the next minor level. But there's no like positions there I think you can really take. It's just a very minor support. Was a logic, a 1 hour close above 2100, and you're expecting a clean push up towards like 2103. If you missed the analysis, go back to like prior to the trade. I mentioned the 1 hour closure. That was it. Just a closure above. Well, sorry, it was actually a closure of 20. It was 29.6 was a closure above that we based it off of. But then we took a wick entry as the candle came down to open the bottom wick, right? So now you're expecting a flip to drop up. I think it's just a typical breakout trade, really. That's all that really is. Kieran? Kieran's here? Or Keyland's here? Oh, it's a different one. That's not the same one. Draw a stick, man. I gotta wait till it flips here. Man is really trained blindly. How? This trade is nothing different. Like, this is just a breakout off of a 1 hour closure. So breakout taken 325 times on stream, 1 hour closure taken 150 times, and then the wick entry, which was taken 52 times. That's all they ever did. We just based it off of our past entries. It's only a blind trade if you never took it before, right? But probably states that this trade has a win rate of, it's 81 plus 98 plus 82 is like what, 87, 86, something like that. That's why we took that's why we took it, right? Based off the 1 hour closure above the range. If it doesn't play out, then same thing tomorrow. Look for the same exact setup tomorrow. That would be taken, right? But that's all we can really do. The only way I wasn't gonna take this is if the 1 hour had no top wick, right? But it did. It left like a wick here, so we had that wick to fill still. So that was fine. But that was the only way where I wouldn't have taken this with the closure above the range. You have a 15 closure in a minute and a half for chat. The 15 still has no top wick, right? Same with 30 and same with the 1. So therefore, still valid to create a top wick or to flip. For our trade? Nah, stops are pretty tight here. I doubt it, bro. I doubt it, bro. You wouldn't just start to range off now. Like if you were to, it's either you hit stops pretty quick as you come down and grab liquidity, or you either come up to flip and drive up pretty quick. But I don't think it's gonna be like a long trade because it's only 10, right? And you just had a 1 hour closure, and NYC open barely affected prices yet. The reality is that it has been bullish for 108 pips. Do you think you can go in there at 10 pips? I mean, same thing people said on Friday. Like when these buys happen on Friday, people said the same thing. Like price already moved prior to that, like 250 pips. Is gonna move again, right? Then it moved an extra like 300 pips, and then today moved an extra like 250 pips, right? So yeah, it has room to drive, and I think even if it were to reverse, it's got to create structure to reverse, right? So if you're in the ranges between like 2100 and 29.6 at some point, you're gonna see that top wick before reversing on price. '15 closure, I don't think it really matters how it closes. because we basically trade off the 1 hour candle chat. But again, no top wick on 15. At that point, you're risk free anyways, right? So I think this 15 here, even if it were to rip down, you're still expecting that top wick before ripping down, right? I mean, I don't want it to rip down. I want it to just drop after tapping that area, but that area is risk free for a reason. And again, this is your second time here. So if you're at the break-even point and you don't like to trade, again, feel free to close your positions off however you feel, right? But make sure you close off with logic and not emotionally, based off of your decisions, right? Where'd you come up towards? Like near the flip? Like 13 pips away? Next up is a 30-minute closure. Magic 8 Ball says outlook is looking good. Okay, okay. See 96. Wait, didn't it tap? What did it tap earlier? 97? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, 96 is what 9617 right there, right? That's the next support. Yeah. So yeah, if you re-break the lows at 97, then you're likely gonna come down towards 96. Put my panic strike close. Yeah, man. Definitely. Not gonna lie, chat. I expected just opening bottom wick and a flip immediately, right? But it's taking a little longer to flip here, which is fine. You can't control time, right? You can only expect certain things to occur, but we expected a flip immediately, just like we did on Friday. It didn't flip until the very end of the 1 hour closure. But two different trades, obviously, right? But you would expect to flip. That's fine. I think even if you were to create a bottom wick here, which is a lot more than we expected, it just means that if you were to flip and drive, you have a higher chance of breaking the highs at 2100 rather than rejecting up to 100. So if anything, we're in a better position for runners. Let's see. Can you flip here on the 1 hour candle? Break-even point would be at like 2100.95, right, chat? That'd be break-even point. And you flip. If you had a wick entry, man, you'd be good, right? But I don't think there's any way I could anticipate that wick entry there. Or was I planning to? You have a 5 closure in a minute and a half here. If this 5 closes bullish, the next 5 should rip up and break the highs. Pump it up. Dun, 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 dun. And we get the flip, man. I don't think the flip's hard. It's just this part that's hard. 101.56. That's the tough part today. A minute, 40 seconds for a 5 closure, chat. Let's see how this 5 candle closes here. You do want to see a 5 closure above 2100. Let's see if it closes respecting this. I think this is fine, but like above 2100, the next 5 should pop. I think if you close above here, you might struggle with the flip pretty heavy. at 21.0399 because that's your next resistance, right? It's spam W, chat. Nothing happened yet. We're like, we sat like at most 4 pips in profit, okay? Relax a little bit. Nothing has happened just yet. Not going crazy for 4 pips. Oops. Can you break the highs at 21.462? Hovering. I think the previous wick fills the 5, right? The break of the highs there, and above there you kind of have clean traffic towards the flip. All right, chat. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even here as the 5 came up to fill that wick. So stops are break even, not closing anything just yet. But I don't think there's any reason as to why this 5-minute candle should flip, right? If this thing flips bearish, it's gonna come down to re-break the lows. So there's no reason to reflip bearish. But is that the flip right there? That was a 1-hour flip, right? Yeah, so 1-hour flip just occurred. So let's see what happens now. Again, this is a part where price may struggle. From here and 2101 is gonna be very tough. So you do want to see the break of the highs. I think once you break above 2101, that should be the fly. But between here and here, you might just hover for a little while. Okay, so be aware of that. But that was the idea behind the trade. The idea is that you should flip no matter what price does here to create a top wick, even if you were to rip down. For those that are on sells, I'm not disagreeing with you. It could still occur, right? But before occurring, unfortunately, you need to see a top wick. And that's what happened here. So let's see what happens next. If it drives, shit, we got runners. If it doesn't, then shit. On to the next day, chat. Break even day, right? But I'm not closing partials or anything just yet. I'm looking to close partials at around maybe like 21.01, okay? I think we'll be sitting like maybe 20 or 50% profit by then. The break of the highs. Can you break? Oh, there's the break. All right, chat. So I'm gonna close half my positions here. Closing 15 lots out of 30 lots. Then the rest run towards TP. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, then shit, it doesn't. That's your day on a Monday, okay? That's your day, chat. Another day of not being emotional as a trader and sticking to your plan no matter what the drawdown is, no matter how it looks. Understanding that the drawdown is there, but your price is still valid, right? Let's see, man. I want runners, chat, but I think for runners here, you're gonna need to close about. I mean, I think you breaking the highs to 21 takes you up towards 2104. I'm not too sure what happens at the 2104. It might be a little tough after that. Man, it's pushing though. What did we close off? Like 10 pips basically? We secured 10. You can trail stops and profit if you want, but I don't think there's anything to trail. Yeah, I think once the 5 closes bullish here, you can trail the bottom wick entry. But this 5 is very crucial. You have 5 minutes left for a 30-minute closure as well. So let's see. I think you peaked what there? 31 pips? Not bad. The drawdown was what at most? 24 pips? Not bad at all. Not bad at all, man. Yeah, but you should be risk-free though. There's no need to have this trade sitting without a stop loss in profit or at break even at all. All right? There's not a reason as to why you shouldn't. Because this broke the high. So this thing flips bearish. That's liquidity to drive down. There's no need to have stop loss not a break even minimum. If you're not gonna close partials, at least move stops break even. All right. Don't blame me. The trade reverses and it comes down to hit stops and you didn't close. You know what I mean? All right, 5 closure above the range. Let's see, man. I want to see if we can get a bottom wick. If you can get a bottom wick, I'll trail stops and profit wherever that low is. Great trade, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got reward today, chat. Not bad trade. Waited what, 3 hours for a trade today? Wasn't too long today. W, man. W. Congrats, everybody. What'd you guys do in that trade? Did you guys close full partials? Let me know. Okay, bottom wick has been formed. And if you can re-break this high street chat at 2102, I'm gonna move my stop loss to 2101.30 and secure another 14. Did it break? No, it didn't. It came close. It needs to break the highs. I don't know how far this bottom is gonna go on the 5 here. It might come down towards our entry. Our entry isn't the greatest here in terms of surviving the runners here because you still need to wait for a bottom wick. But I think once you create structure above 2100, if that even happens, you'll be better off for runners. But at any given point, this 30-minute count could flip, right? There's no bottom wick here. If it tapped 96 first, that would have been more ideal. We would see a stronger rip up. I don't think this trade was too complicated, though, chat. I think everyone here understood the trade, right? Like, I think even if you were new to the way we trade, just the breakouts in general, you would have had a good idea as to why we took it. I don't think it was too hard to understand here. I think Friday's was a little more difficult, and Thursday's very more difficult, but today it was just a straight up breakout. All we did was add up this, and add up this. Right, it gives an 87% win rate, and we took it. Okay, there we go. So can it break the highs now? Come on, Jerome. Where's the stick man at? Almost there. One more pip away. Took the 5-minute onion. Oh, nice. You're out 17k. Sheesh. My ass. If this thing worked. It's struggling, man. Let me go fill out the journal though, chat. Let me fill this out. So what did we do today? We did chat, if you guys are gonna dip off, by the way, leave a like and sub the channel if you guys are new. I appreciate you guys being here today, man. 3 what day is it today? 4/2024. It was 10 a.m. trade. NY session. It was gold. It was buys. It was breakout. It was entry type was based off of the wick entry, off of the 1 full. I haven't closed yet, so I don't know. Oh man, this journal is gonna kill me today. I'll update this. I think we also have the 1st and then 3rd, and then today we have the 4th. Yeah, the 4th, and then the 3rd. You didn't break the highs, right, chat? No, you didn't break the highs. You came close. Yeah, man, this is tough. Like I said, right? Like this is gonna be very tough, man. This range here, this bottom wick here. You have a 15 closure in 30 seconds, though. You have a 30-minute closure in 30 seconds as well. It is going to be a doji closure, so it doesn't really mean too much, but you are expecting a bottom wick, right? So like, it comes down to just surviving. Like, are you going to survive the bottom wick here? Once you close here, the most recent support shows that the support is going to be 2100. So it's very tight compared to our entry, right? But we'll see. Probably trigger your stop loss to this low here. That's probably what I'm gonna do if you close there in about 5 seconds. Move my stop loss to this candle high here. So I'm putting in the stop loss by a little bit, or in profits by a little bit. And then I think if this 30-minute candle flips here, you can probably move your stop loss up to that 30-minute candle flip. But I don't think it should break this low of wanted to flip. Good respect. And then once it taps like 2101.67, I'm gonna move my stop loss to this candle low. So wherever this low is right here. All right, cool. So moving my stop loss to that low now on 30-minute candle. That's the 30-minute low. If that's a low in 30-minute candle, then the 30-minute candle should come up to fill the wick. If it doesn't, it flips bearish. And what that means is that you're gonna come down to create a steeper bottom wick, which likely are to tap the break-even zone. So that's why they're not trade chat. I just moved my stop loss to in profit. Okay. All right, that's how I'm addressing that trade. That's it though. I think the next step is just the TP. If it hits TP, it hits it. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But you have levels at 2104 and levels at 2101. We're at 2110. Be aware of, okay? But I think you're securing here at most like an extra 10. Congrats, chat. Good way to start the new month off. The music is a little slow here though. You recover your losses, nice. Yo, Mike, did you take this trade, Mike? Mike from earlier. I know Mike didn't call it a day for a fact. Mike took this trade. He's like, yo. What up, Hoss? What's up, man? Is pumping. Can you feel the wick, man? Can you feel the wick here? Nice pull, Reza. You would ever comment? I tried to. Yeah, you guys have any questions about the trade though? Like, let me know. If you have any questions about the trade, like why we entered, all of that. But I think it's pretty straightforward today. 1 hour breakout above the range, wick entry. That's it. Might have had some drawdown, right? But again, you can't avoid drawdown, man. You can only adapt to drawdown. You can get better at drawdown though over time. You can't avoid it though. This chat is covering my thing. I can't read. Funny trader down again? What's new, man? Another day, another funny challenge down, man. What's new? Every day something, some new stuff happens, man. Haters real quiet. We had a lot of haters in that trade. Why are you buying the high, Don? Why are you buying the high? Don't you guys know this, man? We always buy high, sell low. That's the motto in DVS, man. Why you not take a buy once it broke the day highs? What was the high again? Over here, 88. I think because I was waiting for. Initially, this is the move we wanted today, chat. We wanted to grab this move, right? Up until this, like from 80 up until here. But the reason why we didn't was because I expected a bottom wick to tap 77. I was looking for a wick entry at 77 instead to go up. But this move would have been the ideal move today if you were to grab this. But I don't think I would have held it to here. I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure we would have closed off at 87 and called it a day. But this would have been the move for sure, because this move was before liquidity. So you have a higher chance of it playing out. Plus, you have a higher chance of getting runners if it were driving that direction. This move is, I mean, it's still valid, right? But it's just that the chances you get going up towards the runners are a lot lower than you getting runners from down here. But this would have been the ideal early move today. That's fine. We're still, you know, we didn't change our plan or anything else. We just adapted the price. Got another entry above 2100 and we took that instead. It was pretty good trade too. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, it's pushing. Ooh, breaking the highs. Came close, right? 9 pips away. Are you testing the wick fill or are you going to look for runners? I mean, I'm testing the wick fill, right? I think you basically almost filled it. I just don't know what happens after it fills it because it's a pretty tough resistance. Like 21.4 could be where we close off fully at potentially. This is not the prettiest 30-minute bottom wick, not gonna lie to you. Like if I wasn't in a trade, I would expect the bottom wick to occur. What's your TP? 2109 for now. Like that's a hard TP, you know? If you're gonna go bets out there and go to bed and put your stop loss in profit, you can do that as well. But there's no more positions for a day chat. That's it. We're not gonna add it. We're not gonna stack another pineapple. That's it. What do you mean it didn't work? It didn't work? Hold on. Wait. $123%. Will entry be here be valid? It's gonna be different. Like the reason why we entered was because we were taking advantage of the top wick. Now that you already have a top wick, it's a little tough because I believe if you were to reverse, then that's the top wick. There's no way you're gonna come up again to re-break the highs until tomorrow, until later on until you create structure. But it's gonna be a pretty steep drop down. So I don't think there's any reason to enter now. I think it's better to wait for tomorrow or wait for above 2104. Above 2104 will be a lot better. Because above 2104 you have clean traffic till 2109, right? But yeah. Yeah, above there would be a lot better, bro. Because this thing is just reversed. I'm expecting a bottom wick here. There's no reason to enter here whatsoever. Let's go fill this out though. I need to fill this out. So 10. Bias day was what? Bullish, obviously, right? Yeah, for sure, bullish. It was normal, no pineapples. Breakout on the 1. Quick entry. Stop loss levels off though. It was a small stop too, chat. It was 100 pip stops. Pretty small today. like 6 pips less than normal. Break-even point was the flip. Break-even, yes. Managing time frame off the 1, so it was off the 1 today and the 4, or 1 in the daily. We're expecting a flip and drive off the 1. First, second, third, 4, partial none. Did you win today? Yes, we did. What did we make on 14,490 on Friday? Today we're doing so far 12865. How many pips is Friday, chat? 49. Friday was 48.3. Wasn't breaking the point to high. It was a 1 hour flip. That was a breaking point. What's the importance of journaling trades? The more data you have, the better, because you have data to base your trades off of, right? Let's say you have a trade that you take that you have 2 trades that play like that in the past form that structure, and you took it off of that versus 100 trades, right? What is likely more to play out? The trades that you took 100 times or the trade that you took 2 times? 100 times, right? And the only way to find that out is if you journal trades. So the more journal you have, the more data you have, the better you are, the better you'll be at going forward with your entries, right? So that's what journaling is good for. It might not make sense just yet, but give it some time. Give it like a year of journaling, 6 months of journaling. It's gonna get better with time, and you'll improve over time naturally. You'll see the results coming in, and you'll be more comfortable and confident in your positions, right? You won't be shaking your bats and drawdown because you have stats to base it off of. You're not going off of your emotions, right? A lot of traders in this trade, when I took it, went off with their emotions because they might have not taken a trade before in the past. But since I've taken a trade so many times, I was comfortable to understand that, okay, you might have some drawdown, but overall the idea is still the same. You should flip and drive, right? And we didn't get emotional in drawdown. We didn't close and draw down because we got scared or nervous, right? We just let it rock. And that's what journaling does to you. It just builds confidence over time as well, as it also helps you understand your trades a little better. Not a bad thing to journal, man. It might be, time consuming, but it's not bad at all. You're not doing anything bad. Silvero lost. What up, man? Remember, chat, when we lose, we always find a way back. It may not be the next day or the... I can't see. This poll is blocking me again, Reza. May not be the next day or the next week, but we always bounce back into the high, into the lows. Correct, bro. That is true. You just stand on business. Yo, that's our 13 straight, right, chat? No, what is that straight? That is our... We closed 9 so far. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 straight. 13 straight, man. Not bad. I'll take it. We're 50 away from our 62 win streak, chat. 50 trades away from breaking the streak. So Dawson Trainer stops at 5-minute low. You can do that as well. I think I based it off the 3rd-minute low, but the 5 low will lead to the 3rd-minute low. So you could do that based off of how aggressive you want to manage risk. Like, do you see price rejecting here? If you do, then yeah, sure, go ahead. But I have it off of the 30. I already closed half anyways, so 30 is fine for me. Less streak. Did you make up for a 360 pip loss yet? Let's see. No, not yet. I don't think so. We're at 208. Like, down 150. Could be up. We could make it back by next year, by next month. I don't know. The goal is to make it back. The goal is to keep going, right? Keep going what you've been doing. That loss wasn't all our profits, right? That loss maybe wasn't partial of our profits from the streak. So like, look, from this loss all the way to when the streak started was what? Like we're up still 659 pips, right? So therefore you can't really adjust anything because you're still up technically since the start of the streak. It's just that you happen to have a loss, but it shouldn't change the way you view the charts, right? Or view the markets. You'll be able to do the same thing. Should be able to do the same thing, man. I don't know, man. What should we do here? We can only really sit here and watch price. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'd rather do this and look at drawdown. Guess we just chill. You hold that level, those stick man. The 5 close above the range. There's something. Do you see 2140 coming to play? I don't know, man. I see 2104 next. I'm not worried about 2140. I'm just looking for 2104. And when I say I'm not worried, I'm talking in terms of like you shouldn't be worried because you should just be trying to adapt the price. Right? Like there's no need to worry about 2140 until you close above like 2100 or 110, right? Until those things occur. Just worry about the next range. Give him his ears. All right, bro, I got you. I feel like I'm so bad at trading and was just lucky to get that trade. I think it's just a lack of confidence. That's what it is. That's all that is, a lack of confidence. So how to increase your confidence? You journal. And the more data you have, the more information you have to back up your trades. So that's all that really is, man. You just lack some confidence. That's fine. You might be new to trading. You might be 2-3 months in. Give it a year. Give it until you develop your playbook. And then tell me how you feel afterwards, right? But it's okay. How you start trading? Nah, this is fucking gold. 24-hour stream? Hey man, I would not complain. 24-hour stream for runners? I would not complain, chat. It's slowing down though. It's very slow right now. Even as a profit trader that you are, we appreciate you're still humble with your approach towards other traders. Yeah, man. I've been in their shoes before. I think that's what makes me a little different, I guess, because like I've been in your shoes, like off of the way that people ask their questions. I can tell like you've been training for so and so amount of time because I've been there as well, asking the same questions, right? Like when someone comes in here and says like, Don, you're wrong for this position. This is a sell, not a buy. I know they've been training for they're on their first year. There's someone who's coming here asking like, I don't know, more logical question. I can tell like, you know, like how long they've been here for, and I'm able to understand their situation and where they're coming from because I've had those same questions before in the past when I first started. And I wish there was a mentor like me out there at the time teaching them these things or teaching myself these things. But that's why I'm here, right? This was the vision the whole entire time to get to this point where I can answer these questions and help these traders out, right? So of course I wouldn't be rude or arrogant to them, towards them. I know where they're coming from, man. A lot of mentors get frustrated, man, on stream. I get it though. You know, you get the same questions every day. But if you're getting frustrated every day, you're not here for the right reasons, I guess. All right, yo, chat. What was that? No top wick on the 5? May struggle here, man. Let's see. Oh, we're driving. We're driving. We are driving. Oh my God, we're driving. Push. What's your next resistance here even, man? What do you have? Next resistance, minor level is 2103. Next level after that is 2105. Wow, man, you are pushing. Bro, I don't know why that thing didn't work for you. Hold on, let me check. Trade copier. You guys close half chat? Yeah, but I don't know why that thing didn't work today, man. Not too sure. I'm not too sure, man. 92? Sheesh. Back to back 50 piece chat or what? Back to back 60 piece or what? I'm gonna close right here, chat. Congratulations, man. You won once again, everybody. Congratulations.